welcome to the newest episode of Life is Good Enough, or life is just good enough for the time that we're in right now. So first of all, I know it's been a while, but hey, we're back, we're ready. We have a new episode. I've had lots of people ask me if we were gonna have an episode, and I said, of course. But this time, we're in the classroom. Woo! Yeah. Just a tour of my room, no big deal. So welcome to my classroom. Life is Good Enough is back at school. And I don't know about y'all, but I am so glad we are actually at school. The whole at home was great. It was fun sometimes, but there is definitely a difference between sitting on my couch to teach and sitting at my desk and standing in front of students and actually using a board and talking to them and getting to see them in person. It's just different, and it's so great, and so I'm so glad to be back at school. So school's a little different. We have masks. I'm out here, modeling my buff today, my gator as some might call it. We've got lots of over-the-ear masks. We've got lots of the medical masks. Masks are really a cool fad now. It is really hard teaching with a mask, and it's really hard seeing students with a mask on. I try to find little ways where I can see their face at a safe social distance, but like doing a video project, or they get a piece of candy, they throw it in their mouth and then put their mask over their face, or we take a mask break outside. But definitely some of them were not what I thought they looked like because, they have a mask on. But masks, definitely a weird thing. But I'd rather be wearing a mask at school than sitting at home doing school at home. My favorite part, I think, about being at school, other than seeing kids in real life, is getting to play sports. Y'all, there's something about just playing sports after a pandemic that, I don't know, the camaraderie is there, there's spirits, they're acting as teammates. Maybe it's because they haven't been around each other for 6 months, 5 months, however, it felt like 4 years, but it's just months. But we get to play sports again, and that is just good for our souls. And we get to watch sports again, which is also good for our souls. Just honestly, it's going really well. Am I tired? Yes. Are we out here grinding every day? Yes. But you know what? It's worth it. It's so worth it because we get to see kids in real life. We don't have to see them through the computer screen. Granted, there are some still at home, and that's okay. And we do get to see them through a computer, and you know what? We live that way, and that's fine. And that's totally cool, and it's great to see them too, but there's something about seeing kids in real life that's so much better than seeing them through a computer. Because we're at school, I created a new segment, and I asked 2 just random questions. How do you feel about being back at school? And are you excited about being back at school? So let's see what some people said. Miss Bentley, how do you feel about being back at school?
It's awesome. I enjoy seeing all the kids.
Cameron!
Hi.
How do you feel about being back at school?
You're cool.
Okay. Are you excited about being back at school?
I am.
Trini. Hey, how do you feel about being back at school?
It's okay.
What?
It's okay.
Oh. How do you feel about school being back?
I'm done.
Jake. How do you feel about being back at school?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But I got to fix it. So
Amory. How do you feel about being back at school? Stop. Are you excited about being back at school?
No.
How do you feel about being back at school?
Not fun.
Oh, okay. How do you feel about school being back?
What? Get out of here.
Deshaun. Are you excited about being back at school?
Yeah.
For real? How do you feel about being back at school?
So happy.
How do you feel about being back at school?
What are we doing? Why are we doing this?
How you feel about being back at school?
Why are we doing that?
All right, so as usual, at the end of an episode, I always end with some thank yous because, you know, it's kind to say thank you to people. And so I just have a few thank yous that I'd like to, some people that I'd like to thank. So here we go. Thank you, new TikTok followers, for building up my true self-esteem and telling me how cool I am. You know, I got TikTok over quarantine, and I didn't think that I would like it, but I'm actually really obsessed with it, and that's all. At Bailey Goodenough on TikTok. Thank you, and you're welcome. Thank you, different bell schedules, for being the ultimate class interrupter. Yes, you know, 7th grade, they're let out first. You know, their 4th period ends before everybody else's, and so, you know, they get here before everyone else, and it's like I'm starting class, and it's like, ding, okay, now we're gonna do ding, 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 and then, you know, the 6th grade bell rings again, ding, and I'm still, so I just stand there and wait for the bells and wait for the bells. So my poor 7th graders standing there, just waiting for me to start the bell schedules. Man, but I love them. You know, it's a love-hate. It's a love-hate with those bell schedules. Thank you, my 8th grade students from last year, so they're now 8th graders, for always stopping by my room to say hi. I always knew you thought I was cool. I love you guys. I am so glad to be back. I'm so glad to see people again. This has been a new episode of Life is Good Enough. Come back soon, maybe. No promises. Took me 4 weeks to finally make this video, so who knows if it happens again, but here we are.